my name's Tara Pritchett, and I'm here to talk to you about dark money. What we'd like to propose is that with Fortune 500 companies, their success is driven by their employees, by their innovation and their technology, and how hard they work to succeed. They're performance-based. That's how they get so successful. And when you think of Fortune 500 companies, that's what you like to think of. You'd really like to think that they get there because they've worked hard and they've done really well for themselves as a company. What we think is actually happening is that political contributions are affecting how these companies are performing, that their patents are being approved more effectively and efficiently so that they can operate much better, and their political donations are making those things happen, that these companies have so much money that they're donating to super PACs and political members and presidential campaigns, so that's why they're being successful. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the assembly of the data. We had so much information to collect. The first thing that we did was set up a server for all of our information to be stored. We used MyPHP, which has a SQL component, so we could run our queries through the PHPMyAdmin. We got our political donation information from OpenSecrets.org using the import.io application, which is a really user-friendly way of data mining for those of us who may not be quite as experienced in data mining. We also merged our industry codes with industry types using SAS. We used IDEA software from the UNC Charlotte Internal Audit Department. We pulled patents using Hadoop and Python from the USPTO office. And we downloaded the automated annual reports from Edgar using synchronization algorithms. We used so many different types of technologies and applications to get all of the information, which was really cool because we got to experience different ways of doing things. We used a lot of the information we learned from class and also things that we had learned about in other classes and just in life experience. It was really great being able to work with so many different types of information. So we wrote a query that joined the revenue and the CompuStat tables for the Fortune 500 lists. We did run into some data issues. We were missing a lot of information. We manually entered in enough information that we felt comfortable moving forward with the project. We had some tickers that were misspelled. We were missing some ticker information. We're also missing some revenue and employee information, but we felt moving forward with our project that we were comfortable with what we had, so we went ahead and continued. We ended up with 292,000 patents that were filed between 1998 and 2015 from the Fortune 500 company list. One of the issues that we ran into was that a lot of the companies that are now on the Fortune 500 list were not on the Fortune 500 list in 1998. So we didn't have 500 companies worth of information. So we pulled what we had. We ended up, I think the majority of the companies, we had 180 at one time, but that was in 2014. So we have information from varying companies. We feel confident moving forward, though, that we have all of the information that we need. The annual sales that we looked up was retrieved from the CompuStat revenue report. We did use MySQL to combine the data from the different spreadsheets that we had and condense the information, so we felt good with it. For the company background and competitiveness, we did use the CompuStat data. We also used SAS to clean it up so that we had good information. We also gleaned information from annual reports. Same with the corporate social responsibility information. This was tough because we were also missing some information from when we pulled the data, but we felt pretty good about using MySQL to condense and combine the information. So we had a lot of it for all of the companies. It ended up being really good. For the analytics and information, we downloaded 10K reports from Edgar. We did word searches for the terms innovation and analytics and used ones and zeros to mark which ones had that in their reports and which ones didn't. I think we're going to change our strategy moving forward. We're actually going to take the main companies that we're comparing and actually go through their annual reports and check out how they're using analytics and innovation to keep them successful moving forward. For the US presidential election outcomes, we did use import.io from, it's actually funny, australianpolitics.com. We went from 1950 forward because our revenue information only went back as far as 1948. So we didn't feel like we needed to get all of the information all the way back to George Washington. And this is a pretty good little visualization of the Democrats, which are shown in blue, and the Republicans, which are shown in red. So in conclusion, is it corporate corruption that's making these Fortune 500 companies successful? Do political donations made by corporations directly affect their revenues and their patent applications? And then what about money that can't be tracked? This is dark money, money that's made to third parties and then donated to the political affiliations and the super PACs. It's really very possible. And so we'd like to explore these possibilities and moving forward, see what can be done, if anything can be done. If maybe these companies that have great corporate social responsibility are actually paying people off to get their stuff done. Who knows? So at this point, we would ask for questions, but since this is a video, we're not going to do that. Thanks for your time.